It's 2020. Anke, we're back with our weekly talk show, SPOOR. Some of our regular viewers would have already gotten it that we've changed over to English.
Yeah, and what a pleasure it is. Our market over there, overseas, and all the other people just grew so quickly that we had to do this. I mean, we didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, we cover some cool stories and some cool hunts throughout the year, and we have a huge, Safari Outdoors got on board this year. They're sponsoring our entire season. And with all the products and manufacturers all over the globe, the guy said, yes, you're doing a lot of cool stuff, and we're missing out on it. So we decided to change it over to English.
I hope everybody out there is okay with it, because we are.
Yeah, so the women's in Vivo and Kakamas and so on.
En ons sal af en toe nog 'n bietjie Afrikaans ook praat net om dit daarin te gooi, but mostly it will be English.
Yeah, we'll throw Afrikaans joke or two in, and then you're welcome to Google Translate. But I think let's kick it off, Anke. Since we saw each other last year,
a couple of things happened.
Highlight one trip that you had.
The end of last year, we had a wonderful hunt in Mozambique with a couple of the guys from Safari and Outdoor, Marco and some of the other, Willem Immelman and Jan Ray and Jonty Welsh. We went to Mozambique and shot some buffalo, and it was really nice. Okay. We shot some beautiful buffalo.
Which area in Mozambique?
The southern part, just there on the border with Gonnerezo with Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So wonderful.
Close to Kroekskorne, is it?
Yes, just north of Kroekskorne.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I also had a cool trip, also a buffalo hunt that I did with my good friend Ronald Nell. A lot of them.
And most probably one of the most beautiful photos I've ever seen in my life with you with that buffalo.
Yes, that buffalo hunted with Carl. It was quite a story. The story is in this month's edition of Game and Hunt magazine. We focus on Namibia, and that was in the Caprivi Strip. On the eastern part of it. It was right on the Kwando River, and it was.
And it kept you busy, eh?
Yeah, it kept me busy. Poor shot placement. Got a bit.
Showed you the area a little bit.
Got a bit excited. Let me tell you, I tested those soft science boots for real on that day. Let me tell you that. So, but yeah, that was the end of last year. We kicked off 2020 with a bang. We invited Marco van die Kerk, the CEO of the Outdoor Investment Holdings Group, on a hunt, and we filmed that whole hunt. That is
the 3rd of January.
Yeah, it's available on our YouTube channel, and tell the viewers that hasn't watched yet, so that they go back to the channel.
We had so much fun. It was you and Marco both shot giraffe, and using doubles, a 500 and a 450, 400. And out of the 500 we shot barns, and out of the 450, 400 we shot these new Woodley Hydros.
Yeah, the Woodley Hydros.
I say new for me now. And we had a fun time. We recovered some bullets, did some wonderful experience.
Just a quick explanation, Anke. We did, I think it was more of a cull hunt than it was a trophy hunt. Just explain to our viewers, maybe some of them is not up to date and up to speed with the new CITES legislation specific with regards to giraffe.
Yeah, what happened with CITES is CITES decided not to import, or we cannot export, giraffe to certain countries. Yeah. And what that entails is that the value of giraffe just dropped dramatically.
Yeah. So there's no trophy value anymore.
None.
So the only way we can utilize something like a giraffe is for the local trophy hunter.
Exactly.
And the consumption of game meat.
Exactly, and it's a big carcass animal, so we tested it with different bullets, different guns, and we had a fun time doing it. But it's a pity that people outside can decide what we do with our.
Yeah, and I think late in the season we're going to touch on that. Me and you, we had a big discussion, planning this whole SPOOR season, and there's a lot of influence from the outside world, on hunting with regards, but we're not going to touch on that tonight. We're going to focus a little bit on what to expect for the rest of the year. We also did, just to touch on what we did the last few months. We did a nice trip with the guys from Safari Fishing. We're joining Sunay next week in store in the shop. As you can see, we're sitting here in the Safari outdoor shop in Pretoria. We're using the shops this year as a base for our.
You went to do some tiger fishing up in the northern part.
We did some tiger fishing again, back to the Caprivi Strip. This time to the western part, about 130 kilometers outside of Rundu, and what a trip it was.
I believe it was.
Yeah, that story is also.
I heard the story.
That story is also, yeah, you know those fishing stories. But that story is also in the Game and Hunt magazine that's on the shelves now. But Hanke, what can we look forward to? What can our viewers look forward to in the 2020 season of SPOOR?
I know that you're starting off with a tiny 10, and that's actually something that you have to tell us about.
Yeah,
it's a new thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to say that I started over something. I think I find myself with a little bit of pressure from good buddies like Cliffy from Savuti Taxidermy and Lawrence Jennings. Those guys have been chasing the tiny 10 for the last decade, and it has never gotten to me, you know, to say yes, that's something I want to do. But over the last 4 years, I've put myself in a position that I've hunted 3 of the 10 successfully.
Yeah, so why not go for it?
And not only successfully hunted the species, I've hunted some magnificent trophies. So I find myself there. I have an invitation from my outfitter later the year to go and hunt Orabi. That's something
Wonderful.
You don't find everywhere, and it's quite a rare and a sought after trophy these days. And then again, the same with the Damara Duk. I'm joining Thomas Dreyer from Tom Dreyer Safaris later in the year for the Damara Duk. And yeah, then you're halfway there. So, but I mean, what is the tiny 10? Is it something to pursue? Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, is it? I think it's a personal thing. Eh?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's nice though. I think it's nice. I'm leaving to Cameroon in mid of April.
Yeah, you're gonna leave me for certain episodes which you may or may not be available to join. But please tell us a little bit about Cameroon. You're going there for like 10 weeks this year. Eh?
Yeah, I've got a couple of hunts. I've got like 5 hunts, and it's a 2-week hunt, so it's 10 weeks.
And are you guys doing bongo only? Do
Most
you do buffalo?
of it, yeah. It's all of them is bongo hunts.
So it's forest hunts.
Forest hunts, all of them, and then including forest buffalo, forest sitatunga, and then the dike.
And you're taking some gear with you? You're taking a GoPro?
Definitely.
They showed you where the on and off switch is.
Yes.
Okay, so you can bring back some cool footage.
So I'm going to try to live stream some of the stuff for you from there, for the people to see out there. But yeah,
I don't think Anke really knows what live stream is. But you're going to send up some footage from that side. Anke, then on the backpack topic, are we going to do something?
We'll have to. It's such a big topic. It's such a nice thing to do.
And it was a great success last year.
It was a great success, and I think we're going to go from strength to strength with it, growing, doing new mountains, doing different places.
Yeah.
So
we'll also touch quickly on it next week with Sunay.
Definitely.
There's something we want to combine with a backpack hunt and some fishing, but we'll chat about that next 100%. Week. Anke, I think that's it for this week. We don't want to give away too much for the season. There's 2 things we want to highlight that's going to happen later in the year. You go first with the DGS.
The one is the DGS shoot, which is the 20th of June, I think.
The 20th of June.
That's
the prelim day.
Yes, I'm back on the 15th of June, so I'm here on the 20th of June.
Yeah, don't come with your jet lag stories.
That will be nice. So everybody listen. It's always the same thing. There's X amount of tickets. If it's out, it's out. So
yeah, for those of you who don't know, the DGS stands for Dangerous Game Shoot. It's a safari outdoor trademark. It's a shoot that's been going on. This is the 9th year.
Yep.
I think we most probably at the 20th shoot or so. So it's definitely a big highlight in the year. And then this coming Saturday, in 3 days' time, I'm heading off to KwaZulu-Natal. We're going to join the guys from Swarovski. They have an annual shoot here in South Africa.
The Gong shoot.
Yes, and that shoot is also sold out in like 3-4 hours.
Beautiful shoot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue and a beautiful shoot, so we look forward to that. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Anke, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, bud.
And I'll see you next week here in the shop, and we'll meet up with Sunay and the guys from Safari Fishing.
We'll have a lot of fun again.
Right, cheers.
Cheers, man.